Welcome, curious listeners, to the Urban Herald. We're your dedicated guides, part of the Urban Herald team, always looking to bring you the freshest insights and truly understand the pulse of our evolving world.
That's right.
Today, we're cutting through the noise to give you the essential understanding of a phenomenon that's truly reshaping how we travel. We're taking a deep dive into the fascinating world of unique Airbnb stays. In 2025, a trend that isn't just growing, but causing, well, a seismic shift across the entire travel landscape.
Indeed. It's a complete reimagining of what accommodation actually means. Forget just finding a place to sleep. Today's travelers are actively seeking out experiences that tell a story, promise an adventure, and, create a memory that truly lasts a lifetime. Our mission with this deep dive is to be your shortcut, extracting the most important nuggets of knowledge and insight from the very latest trends. We'll blend surprising facts with just enough humor to keep you hooked, ensuring you, our curious listener, grasp what's truly significant in this rapidly evolving space.
Absolutely. Think about it. Imagine drifting off to sleep beneath a canopy of stars in a transparent bubble dome, or maybe playing Lord or Lady of a genuine medieval castle, perhaps tucked away somewhere in the British Isles. This isn't about choosing a room, it's about choosing a narrative. The beige anonymous hotel room is fast becoming, well, a relic for many, as today's travelers crave something truly extraordinary. And you, our discerning listener, you're right at the very heart of this transformation, driving demand for these unforgettable experiences.
It's more than just a preference, though. It's a profound recalibration of travel priorities. And the data underscores this unequivocally.
Yeah.
It really paints a vivid picture of a market in rapid flux.
So let's truly unpack this transformation. It feels like, gone are the days when accommodation choices were limited to either a sterile, predictable hotel chain or, let's be honest, maybe potentially dodgy bed and breakfast with questionable breakfast offerings. What we're witnessing now is a powerful movement towards experiences that genuinely transcend the ordinary. People aren't just looking for a place to rest their heads. They want to live a story, to inhabit a moment that feels truly special.
And this isn't just a feeling or some anecdotal observation. The numbers confirm a staggering shift in consumer behavior. Bookings for unique accommodations have, in fact, more than tripled globally in 2025 alone.
Tripled. Wow.
Yeah, tripled. To give you a sense of the scale here, categories like castle Airbnb rentals and lighthouse accommodation are experiencing growth rates that are genuinely making traditional hoteliers maybe weep into their continental breakfasts.
I can imagine.
This isn't a fleeting fad. It's a deep-seated fundamental change in how people choose to travel. The sheer volume of online searches for phrases like unique Airbnb stays 2025 has seen a dramatic increase, 187% compared to just last year. That indicates people are actively and eagerly seeking out these distinctive options, and the market is responding with incredible agility.
And can you honestly blame anyone? I mean, when presented with the choice between another homogeneous hotel room and the prospect of sleeping within the centuries-old walls of a Scottish castle, maybe overlooking sweeping highlands, the decision becomes pretty clear, doesn't it?
It really does.
But this transformation goes beyond mere aesthetics, beyond the Instagram perfect shot. It speaks to a much deeper, a collective desire for something more meaningful in our travels. What exactly is that deeper craving, do you think?
Precisely. The shift isn't random. It's, I think, an inevitable consequence of travelers craving authenticity and tangible experiences in an increasingly digital and often mediated world. When so much of our daily lives unfolds through screens, there's a genuine, almost primal yearning for direct, immersive, and tactile connections. People want to feel, touch, and experience something real and unique.
What's truly fascinating here is the financial aspect of this trend. We're not talking about small price differences, these visually striking, Instagram-worthy, unique properties. They're commanding significantly higher rates, often like 340% higher than standard accommodations.
That's a huge premium.
It is. Yet despite these elevated prices, they managed to maintain remarkably high occupancy rates, around 89% during peak seasons. It suggests travelers are not just paying for a bed, but for a perceived value that goes far beyond.
It clearly tells us that travelers are willing to allocate a substantially larger portion of their travel budget to accommodation when it offers that unique story, that unforgettable experience, or that perceived value. Even Airbnb itself recognizes this profound shift. Their Icons program, which features these extraordinary celebrity-hosted experiences like staying at Kevin Hart's Comedy Lounge or stepping into a recreation of the X-Men mansion, that's a direct reflection of how seriously platforms are taking this move towards truly experiential accommodation.
Right, the celebrity factor adds another layer.
It's a testament to how deeply ingrained this desire for the extraordinary has become within the travel psyche.
So it's not just about the splashy, headline-grabbing celebrity collaborations. It truly is, as you said, a much deeper trend, where travelers are willing to pay premium prices for accommodations that tell a story. What does this tell you, our listener, about what people are prioritizing in their travel budgets today? Is the higher cost genuinely worth it for a truly memorable experience?
Well, the data suggests yes.
I think the market's response, with these unique stays generating, what was it, 67% more repeat bookings and 91% more positive reviews compared to conventional properties, gives us a resounding yes. This isn't just a fleeting novelty, it's a sustained shift.
And the underlying psychology is profoundly interesting. In our hyper-connected age, where truly authentic experiences can sometimes feel rare, staying in a 12th century castle or a lighthouse perched precariously on dramatic cliffs offers something that no amount of endless Instagram scrolling can truly replicate. It's about a genuine, tactile connection with history, with raw nature, and with extraordinary architecture. These aren't simply places to sleep for the night. They are fully immersive experiences designed to create memories that resonate and last far beyond the checkout date.
That's such an insightful way to put it. They're not just rooms, they're stages for immersive narratives.
Exactly. Recent studies have actually shown that guests at these unique holiday experiences report significantly higher satisfaction rates, like 85% higher, and are 73% more likely to recommend their stay compared to those in traditional hotels. Crucially, the emotional connection formed, particularly with historical property rentals, seems to create lasting memories that guests value at a level, get this, 4.2 times the monetary cost of their stay.
4.2 times, that's incredible.
It is, and this raises an important question. In a world saturated with information and fleeting digital interactions, are these deeply immersive, tangible experiences becoming a form of digital detox, or perhaps even a fundamental search for a more grounded, tangible reality? It's a compelling thought that points to a deeper societal yearning.
Okay, let's dive deeper into what we're calling the big three. Unique stays the categories truly leading this charge: castles, lighthouses, and bubble domes. First up, the absolute crown jewel, castles. This is where you can genuinely live out your medieval fantasy, thankfully, without having to worry about historical plagues.
Right, thankfully.
The British Isles, in particular, offer an embarrassment of riches when it comes to staying in these genuine historical structures. We're talking about places where nobles actually plotted, feasted, lived their lives, offering a direct link to a bygone era.
And Scotland, as a destination, is truly at the forefront of this castle renaissance. Consider Cahir Castle in Galway, technically Ireland, but part of that whole British Isles castle scene, a magnificent 600-year-old fortress that quickly became Europe's most visited Airbnb in 2025.
Most visited in Europe.
Yep. And when shared among a small group, say 4 guests, it offers an astonishingly good value, around 73 lars per person per night, for what is truly a luxury alternative accommodation. The demand is so high. In Scotland, for example, castle Airbnb properties are seeing near full occupancy, like 94% during summer months, with guests staying for extended periods, average stays extending to 3.2 nights. That's longer than typical hotel stays.
That really signifies a desire for deeper immersion.
Definitely. A profound desire for a deeper, more extended immersion in history.
That's truly remarkable, and it promises everything you'd expect from a medieval stay. Turrets, perfect for those dramatic sunrise photos, grand halls with roaring fires, and an atmosphere so steeped in history. Even the most cynical traveler feels like they've stepped directly into a period drama. Guest reviews consistently highlight authentic medieval dining experiences with, 87% rating the historical immersion that's exceptional. Then on the more premium end, you have properties like Turbid Castle in Kilkenny, which offers exclusive access to genuine 15th century architecture, complete with 4-poster beds and oak banqueting tables. It costs more, around £220 per night for exclusive access. Here, you're not just getting accommodation, you're gaining access to living history, a tangible piece of the past.
And the broader Irish castle circuit offers remarkable diversity beyond those prime examples. You can find everything from the dramatic coastal setting of Rinkuliski Castle, with its distinctive open-top design overlooking Roaring Bay, to more accessible options like a charming gate lodge in Wicklow, providing a taste of castle life at around £40 per person per night. Much more accessible.
Wow, quite the range.
What's particularly striking is how quickly these Irish castle properties are booking out, often 6 months in advance during peak season, especially for those larger, family-friendly, unique stays. And what's truly fascinating here is the broader ripple effect, the significant economic impact on surrounding areas. Our data indicates that a vast majority, like 92% of visitors, extend their stays to explore the local region.
So they're not just staying in the castle.
No, they're exploring. And that leads to a substantial increase in average regional spending by each group, around £340 per group on average.
That's an enormous boost for local economies, providing vital support to communities beyond just the castle walls. And it's not just about tourism dollars circulating, is it?
No, absolutely not. It extends to the critical area of preservation. The restoration efforts behind these properties are truly commendable. Many castle owners have poured decades and significant personal resources into transforming what were once crumbling ruins into comfortable, modern accommodations, all while meticulously preserving their historical integrity. Recent conservation reports clearly show that the revenue generated from castle Airbnb bookings is directly funding millions, over £4.2 million in 2025 alone in heritage preservation across the UK and Ireland.
That's incredible.
This creates a beautiful and direct link between choosing a unique stay and actively contributing to the safeguarding of invaluable historical assets for future generations.
That's a truly symbiotic relationship. Tourism funding the very preservation it cherishes. Now, for those considering booking, understanding the seasonal patterns is crucial. While spring bookings, typically March through May, make up a significant portion, about 34% of annual reservations, you'll find Easter week, for instance, often commands premium rates, up to 280% higher.
Wow.
Summer is, predictably, peak season, but winter castle stays offer a dramatically atmospheric experience, thinking roaring fires and cozy evenings, often at significantly lower rates, maybe 40% lower. Perfect for a truly unique, romantic, or contemplative getaway.
That sounds appealing, actually.
So, in summary, you're looking at a price range from around £44 up to £220 per person per night, consistently high occupancy near 94%, and remarkable growth in this sector, 298% growth. For you, our listener, planning is absolutely key. Consider the atmosphere you're chasing and whether flexibility in your travel dates might unlock your dream castle experience. Now let's pivot from terrestrial grandeur to something more elemental and equally captivating. Lighthouses. If castles offer medieval fantasies, lighthouses provide a very different yet equally powerful romance of coastal isolation, deeply intertwined with maritime history.
A different kind of romance.
The surge in coastal lighthouse bookings beautifully reflects a collective yearning for spaces that offer both profound solitude and dramatic natural beauty. The growth in this category is substantial, 276% year-on-year in 2025, marking it as a significant and increasingly popular choice for travelers.
Scotland's rich lighthouse legacy truly offers some of the most authentic experiences in this category. Take Ruben and Gall on the Isle of Mull, for instance. It demands a genuine commitment from its guests.
Commitment how?
Well, there's no direct road access. Visitors must either embark on a hike along coastal paths or arrive by boat. This isn't for the casual tourist, but for those truly seeking authentic isolation, it's pretty much unparalleled. The former lighthouse keeper's cottage provides all the necessary modern amenities, including surprisingly good Starlink Wi-Fi for digital nomads who still need to connect, while steadfastly maintaining its off-grid character.
That blend of rugged isolation and surprising modern convenience is incredibly compelling. Despite the accessibility challenges, these remote Scottish lighthouse stays command premium rates between £180 and £320 per night and maintain remarkably high occupancy, around 89%. The inherent beauty of these accommodations lies in their seamless integration with the dramatic landscape, offering guests front-row seats to some of Europe's most breathtaking coastal scenery, often complete with opportunities to spot incredible marine wildlife right from their windows. Seals, maybe whales.
Definitely. And Ireland, too, boasts its own collection of stunning coastal gems. Clare Island Lighthouse, for example, invites guests to stay in authentic lighthouse attendant cottages, even offering guided tours of the working lighthouse, really immersing them in its history. Similarly, Loophead Lighthouse provides recently renovated cottages that beautifully blend historical authenticity with modern comfort. These Irish properties particularly excel at weaving historical narratives into the guest experience.
So more than just a view.
Exactly. Often including educational tours that deeply engage visitors with the maritime heritage. Feedback consistently shows guests rating this educational component as highly valuable. 94% rate it highly valuable, and they often extend their stays to participate in local maritime festivals.
That sounds like a wonderful way to truly connect with both local culture and history, adding another layer to the stay. But for the truly intrepid, Croatia's Pora Lighthouse offers an incredible Adriatic adventure. Perched on a small island, 2.5 kilometers from the coast, and accessible only by boat, that promises genuine profound isolation.
It absolutely does, but it comes with a caveat. Potential visitors must seriously consider local weather conditions and sea states. As I said, this is not accommodation for casual tourists. It's designed for those seeking an authentic adventure travel experience.
Right, you need to be prepared.
You do. However, it's worth noting that the operators have innovated. They've even started offering helicopter transfers during particularly rough sea conditions to maintain accessibility while still preserving that unique sense of isolation. About 97% of guests successfully access the island one way or another.
Helicopter to a lighthouse, that's something.
It shows commitment to the experience, balancing authenticity and feasibility.
So if that romantic coastal isolation, steeped in maritime history, is calling to you, prepare for a price range of roughly £95 to £320 per person per night, high occupancy around 89%, and impressive growth in demand at 276%. It genuinely makes you reflect. What level of commitment are you willing to embrace for a truly dramatic and isolated escape? Okay, now on to perhaps the most visually stunning and, let's face it, Instagram-worthy development in unique accommodation. Bubble domes.
Yes, the dome.
But don't let their photogenic nature fool you. These transparent sanctuaries offer genuinely transformative stargazing experiences. They strike a brilliant balance, allowing guests to immerse themselves in nature and sleep beneath star-filled skies, all while enjoying modern comforts like heating and security, totally unlike traditional camping.
Northern Ireland has truly pioneered this approach. Finloss Forest Domes in County Fermanagh have rightfully established themselves as a gold standard. They command premium rates, £450 to £650 per night. Yes, but they maintain exceptionally high occupancy, 96% year-round. These are meticulously designed structures featuring 180-degree transparent walls that create an utterly immersive natural experience, yet cleverly maintain privacy and comfort. And what's particularly fascinating here is their deep commitment to sustainability.
How so?
While these domes are often run on solar power, constructed from recycled PVC materials, and engineered to maintain a minimal environmental impact. This ethos strongly resonates with environmentally conscious travelers and enhances the truly unique experience. They often have an adults-only policy, too, ensuring a peaceful, contemplative atmosphere.
It's a perfect intertwining of luxury, nature, and sustainability. And the global market for these has absolutely exploded. Iceland's Bubble offers the ultimate experience for northern lights viewing, with heated transparent pods strategically positioned for optimal sky watching.
Imagine that view.
Right. These unique stays are incredibly popular, with a remarkable 73% of guests choosing to return within just 2 years. That's an extraordinary level of loyalty for such a distinctive travel experience.
And in warmer climates, bubble domes offer different but equally compelling experiences. Properties nestled in Italian vineyards, like Atmosfera bubble glamping, allow guests to wake up literally surrounded by lush grapevines, fostering a profound connection with the agricultural landscape. Prices there are maybe $280 to $420 a night. The technical ingenuity behind these domes also deserves recognition. Modern domes maintain their distinctive shape through advanced air pressure systems, which allows them to be placed in previously inaccessible or environmentally sensitive locations, all while significantly minimizing their carbon footprint 67% lower than traditional builds. This innovative design truly enables a new frontier in immersive travel.
It's incredible how technology is enabling these profound experiences with nature. For seasonal availability and booking, securing a bubble dome stay often requires strategic timing. The popular summer months, typically June to August, are often fully booked well in advance, sometimes as early as February, so plan ahead. For those seeking winter stargazing, you'll find better availability and often more favorable pricing, maybe 30–40% lower than peak. In northern locations, the aurora season, generally from September to March, commands premium pricing and often requires minimum stays of, say, 3 nights.
Makes sense. That's the prime time.
So in summary, expect a premium price range, $280–650 per night, roughly, incredibly high occupancy at 96%, and this category is experiencing the most rapid growth at 425%. It's leading the pack. It really makes you consider how far in advance are you willing to plan and book for that perfect stargazing or aurora viewing experience. It seems early booking is truly essential. While castles, lighthouses, and bubble domes understandably dominate discussions about unique accommodation, the market truly offers an incredible diversity far beyond these headline categories. It's a vast and exciting landscape out there, constantly innovating.
Indeed, we're observing remarkable growth in several other intriguing categories. Trios accommodation, for instance, has seen a substantial surge in interest, 445% growth in 2025. And the properties range from surprisingly rustic elevated platforms to genuinely luxurious multi-room structures that rival traditional hotels in amenities and comfort.
Sleeping in the crease.
But fancy. Exactly. Then there's underground accommodation, like cave hotels, carved directly into natural rock formations. These offer unique thermal properties, providing consistent temperatures year-round, along with a stunning visual appeal that is truly unlike anything else.
Imagine that sleeping in a beautifully appointed cave, but with all the comforts. The tiny house movement has also found a wonderful intersection with unique accommodation trends. Modern tiny houses, whether they're on wheels or fixed foundations, offer architectural innovation combined with sustainable living principles, often at a more accessible price point, say 85 to 165 parts per night. These are particularly appealing to travelers interested in minimalist lifestyles and sustainable travel. And we're seeing a significant increase in extended stays, 7+ nights growing by 234%, particularly from remote workers seeking inspiring environments.
Converted industrial spaces are also rapidly gaining popularity. We're talking bookings for creatively repurposed warehouse lofts, shipping container hotels, factories given new life,
Wow.
all experiencing considerable growth, around 189%.
Shipping containers. Really?
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
done very stylishly. Railway carriage accommodations offer a distinct sense of nostalgic luxury, proving particularly popular for romantic getaways. And then there are floating accommodations, houseboats, floating cabins, even those shipping containers converted into unique stays on the water, which represent one of the fastest growing niches in the entire market. 567% year-over-year growth.
Floating containers. Okay, that's unique.
These diverse options collectively reflect a broader human desire, I think, for a unique connection with their surroundings, with history, and even with new alternative lifestyles. It's truly about finding accommodation that deeply resonates with an individual's personal values and their sense of adventurous spirit.
Let's talk about the money again, because the economics of these extraordinary stays reveal some truly fascinating market behavior. Despite commanding what often appear to be premium prices, sometimes 200–400% above traditional hotel rates, unique properties continue to experience robust and growing demand.
This robust growth, even with higher prices, strongly suggests that travelers are increasingly viewing accommodation as a fundamental experience rather than simply a lodging expense. Our analysis of 2025 spending habits shows guests are allocating significantly more, like 43% more, of their overall travel budgets to accommodation when they opt for unique stays.
So they're prioritizing the stay itself.
Precisely. And these pricing premiums are justifiable for several reasons beyond just novelty. Unique properties frequently involve substantial restoration and ongoing maintenance costs, especially historical structures like castles and lighthouses. Insurance for these unusual properties can also be significantly higher, averaging 340% higher than for standard buildings. And crucially, many unique properties, just by their nature, accommodate fewer guests than large hotels, which necessitates higher per night rates to maintain economic viability and cover those specialized operational costs.
That makes a lot of sense, considering the highly specialized nature and often remote locations. But for many of us, those individual nightly rates can still sound quite prohibitive. This is precisely where the group accommodation model truly shines, making what seems like luxury far more accessible. For example, a castle that costs, say, £350 per night, divided among 8 guests, costs roughly £44 per person. That's competitive with many boutique hotel prices, but offers an infinitely more memorable and shared experience.
Exactly. Current market data clearly shows that group bookings account for a significant majority, like 67%, of unique accommodation reservations, with the average group size steadily increasing to 4.8 people in 2025. This strong trend vividly illustrates how travelers are intelligently leveraging this model to make these dream stays a tangible reality, sharing the cost and amplifying the experience.
And just like airlines or concert tickets, unique accommodations also employ dynamic pricing strategies, leading to some dramatic swings in rates. For instance, peak summer rates can be substantially higher, averaging 280% higher than winter pricing, especially for outdoor-focused properties like bubble domes, where the weather dramatically impacts the experience.
Makes sense.
Interestingly, castle accommodations tend to maintain more consistent pricing throughout the year, varying only maybe 120% between seasons. This is largely due to their indoor climate control and their inherent historical appeal, which often transcends external weather conditions.
This dynamic pricing also creates significant opportunities for savvy travelers. We're seeing a noticeable increase in last-minute booking opportunities, up 67% in 2025. If you have flexibility in your travel dates, especially for midweek stays or during shoulder seasons, those periods just before or after peak season, you can often secure substantial savings, maybe 35–55%.
That's a huge saving.
It really is. So for you, our listener, understanding these dynamic pricing trends can empower you to make smarter booking decisions and experience these truly extraordinary places without necessarily breaking the bank. It's all about timing and a little bit of strategic planning.
Now, as incredibly exciting as these unique accommodations are, booking them genuinely requires a bit more careful planning than simply reserving a traditional hotel room. It's not always as straightforward as clicking a few buttons, right?
That's a very important point. Location accessibility is often the first significant consideration. Many unique properties, by design, occupy remote or distinctive locations, which necessitates careful transportation planning. For example, some lighthouse accommodations might genuinely require boat transfers or involve lengthy walks along coastal paths, while certain remote castle properties could have limited or challenging road access. Our data shows that a notable percentage, around 23% of unique properties, require additional navigation instructions beyond what standard mapping systems typically provide.
So your GPS might not cut it.
It might not. To address this, many property owners are now proactively supplying detailed arrival guides, complete with precise GPS coordinates, photographic landmarks, and backup contact numbers for assistance, making the journey much smoother.
That proactive approach from owners is incredibly helpful, and seasonal restrictions play a huge role too, particularly with these unique stays that are so integrated with their natural surroundings.
Absolutely. Think about it. Bubble dome stays, for instance, naturally perform best during clear weather periods when stargazing is optimal. Conversely, coastal lighthouse properties might become genuinely inaccessible during severe winter storms. Even grand Scottish castle properties offer distinctly different experiences across seasons. Some guests prefer the dramatic atmospheric charm of winter, while others gravitate towards the extended daylight hours of summer. Our booking data for 2025 provides clear guidance on optimal reservation windows.
Like what?
For castles, planning 3 to 6 months ahead is often ideal. Lighthouse stays, especially during peak season, might require booking 4 to 8 months in advance, and the most sought-after bubble dome dates could demand 6 to 12 months of lead time.
Well, a year ahead for some.
For the prime dates, yes. The silver lining, however, is that availability during shoulder seasons increases dramatically, with 78% more options available within 30 days of travel sometimes.
It's truly about managing those expectations from the outset. When it comes to amenities, for instance, historical properties like castles and lighthouses often achieve a charming blend of modern comfort with their period architecture. However, guests should temper expectations regarding amenities typically found in contemporary hotels. While Wi-Fi coverage has improved significantly, with 89% of unique properties now offering reliable internet, mobile phone coverage can still be quite patchy in their more remote locations.
That's a key point for digital nomads.
Definitely. Furthermore, bathroom configurations often reflect historical limitations. Shared facilities might be common in some castle accommodations, and you'll often find compact marine-style layouts in lighthouse properties.
But what's truly fascinating here is that these perceived limitations often enhance rather than detract from the overall experience for many guests. Our research indicates that a vast majority, like 82% of guests, actually rate authentic historical features as more important than seeking out modern conveniences.
Really? So they prefer the authenticity?
It seems so. It strongly speaks to the core value of authenticity and the desire for genuine connection with the past that we discussed earlier. It shows guests are actively seeking immersion, not just generic luxury.
Another absolutely key consideration, especially if you're traveling with others, is understanding group dynamics and the available space. These unique properties genuinely work best when guests embrace the communal aspects and shared experience.
Right, it's not like separate hotel rooms.
Exactly. A solo traveler might find some properties a bit isolating, while groups that don't quite gel could find the close quarters challenging. Current guest feedback and owner insights show optimal group sizes. Castles often work best with maybe 4-8 people for a comfortable experience.
Okay.
Lighthouse accommodations tend to suit 2-4 guests, and bubble domes are typically ideal for couples or perhaps small families seeking intimacy. Property owners are now proactively providing detailed floor plans and space allocations, which is incredibly helpful for groups to plan effectively.
That's a good development.
So for you, our listener, carefully consider your group size and your preferred travel style before booking to ensure the best possible, most harmonious experience. As we cast our gaze forward, it's clear this unique accommodation sector isn't merely growing. It's continuing to evolve at an incredibly rapid pace, propelled by changing traveler preferences and some truly exciting technological innovations.
Indeed. Several key drivers are shaping this future. Sustainability, for example, has become basically non-negotiable for a significant majority of travelers, with 73% specifically seeking out eco-friendly options. This pressure is pushing property owners towards innovative solutions like solar power, the use of recycled materials in construction, and practices that ensure minimal environmental impact.
That's great to see.
Technology integration also presents fascinating opportunities. Modern, unique properties are increasingly incorporating smart home features, enhanced Wi-Fi, and sophisticated digital concierge services, all while meticulously maintaining their distinctive characters. The ongoing challenge, of course, lies in striking that perfect balance, providing contemporary convenience without compromising the authentic, immersive experiences that guests so deeply crave.
And the integration of celebrity and pop culture is proving to be a massive trend here, one that we touched on briefly with Airbnb's icons. This growing trend of properties associated with films, popular television shows, or celebrity personalities continues to strengthen its hold on the market.
Right, like the X-Men mansion.
Exactly. These highly sought-after properties not only command premium pricing, but also generate immense social media attention, creating a powerful marketing ripple effect.
We're seeing a significant surge in branded experiences, growing 234% in 2025, which strongly suggests that the intersection of accommodation and entertainment will only continue to deepen and strengthen. This trend also ties directly into the rise of extended stay options, heavily influenced by the burgeoning digital nomad lifestyle. Bookings from remote workers have seen an extraordinary increase, 445%.
Huge growth there.
It signifies a growing desire for inspiring and unique environments from which to work. In response, unique property owners are proactively adapting by enhancing workspace amenities and ensuring robust, reliable internet connectivity, with dedicated office spaces now becoming a common feature in 67% of new unique property listings.
It's truly making the dream of working remotely from a castle or a remote lighthouse a reality for a growing number of people. And emerging technology isn't just enabling these stays, it's also making the booking process itself even better and more immersive. Virtual reality previews, for instance, have quickly become standard for many premium unique accommodations. This allows guests to virtually walk through properties before committing.
Oh,
Yeah, significantly reducing booking anxiety and leading to higher conversion rates, around 78% higher, especially for those new to unique accommodations.
and this development naturally raises an important question. What about security and trust in these increasingly high-value transactions? We're seeing the emergence of blockchain-based booking systems specifically for these premium unique properties.
Blockchain for bookings, how does that work?
Well, these systems are designed to provide highly secure transactions and verified guest credentials. Even more innovatively, smart contracts are being developed to automatically handle aspects like deposits, damage assessments, and refunds. This approach promises to significantly reduce administrative overhead while substantially increasing trust between owners and guests, ensuring the integrity and smoothness of these unique booking experiences for everyone involved. Hashtag regional variations in marketing magic.
We've explored these global trends, but it's truly fascinating to observe how the unique accommodation market also exhibits distinct regional characteristics. Different cultures and geographies are approaching these unique stays with their own particular flair and emphasis.
Absolutely. European markets, particularly the UK and Ireland, genuinely excel at historical properties, largely thanks to their abundant inventories of castles and lighthouses. These markets emphasize heritage, authenticity, and a rich historical narrative in their marketing, and guests consistently report high satisfaction scores, 23% higher, specifically for the authenticity of these historical elements.
So they really value that history.
They do. Meanwhile, Mediterranean markets, including Italy, Greece, and Croatia, tend to focus more heavily on natural settings and outdoor experiences. They cleverly integrate unique architecture with regional cultural experiences, with food and wine integration increasingly becoming standard, adding a delicious layer of immersion.
Then we have the Scandinavian countries, Norway, Sweden, Finland, who are truly at the forefront of innovation and sustainability in this sector. Properties there often showcase pioneering construction techniques, cutting-edge sustainable power systems, and enhanced weather protection, particularly vital in their climates.
These markets are demonstrating how unique accommodation can beautifully embrace both environmental responsibility and profound comfort, with carbon-neutral properties commanding a, say, 34% premium. They also excel at crafting exceptional winter experiences with world-class aurora viewing accommodations and seamlessly integrated winter activity packages setting global standards.
Very cool, literally.
Yes. Conversely, North American markets tend to emphasize outdoor adventure integration and wellness experiences. Unique accommodations there are increasingly partnering with activity providers and spa services. Glamping experiences and ranch stays dominate, reflecting a cultural preference for diverse outdoor recreation. Asian markets, meanwhile, are seeing rapid development. We're observing a substantial rise in traditional architecture conversions and cultural immersion experiences growing 567% in 2025, particularly in countries like Japan, Thailand, and Indonesia, where historical authenticity is meticulously blended with modern luxury, creating truly captivating new experiences.
It truly highlights the global appeal, but always adapted and enriched locally. And how do these properties actually build their incredible appeal? What's the marketing magic behind their widespread success?
It's fundamentally about storytelling. The most successful properties are brilliant at using their unique histories and settings to craft compelling narratives. Castle properties, for example, often emphasize medieval legends, local lore, maybe even charming ghost stories.
Most stories adds to the appeal.
Sometimes. Lighthouse accommodations powerfully focus on their maritime heritage and the drama of coastal life. Social media integration has also become absolutely essential. Properties that are visually striking, like those bubble domes or dramatic castles, benefit enormously from exposure on platforms like Instagram and TikTok. In fact, user-generated content alone is driving a significant portion, about 67%, of new bookings, showing the power of authentic peer recommendations.
That organic word-of-mouth marketing is truly priceless.
It absolutely is. Additionally, strategic partnerships with local experience providers significantly enhance a property's appeal and perceived value. Castle properties might offer integrated medieval banquets, falconry demonstrations, or bespoke historical tours.
Making it a whole package.
Exactly. Coastal lighthouse accommodations could provide exclusive boat trips or guided wildlife watching opportunities. These comprehensive experience packages are crucial for justifying premium pricing and, importantly, dramatically enhancing guest satisfaction. Properties that successfully offer these integrated experiences achieve much higher repeat booking rates, 89% higher, and get 156% more positive reviews.
And what about influencers? Are they still a key part of this marketing mix?
Absolutely, perhaps more so than ever in this visual space. Influencer partnerships have become a crucial element, particularly micro-influencers, those with smaller, highly engaged niche audiences who are often providing the highest return on investment, generating about 340% more engagement than campaigns with macro-influencers. Properties are now strategically allocating a notable portion, maybe 25–35%, of their marketing budgets to these collaborations and content creation.
Interesting. So micro's better here.
Often, yes. Finally, and this is non-negotiable, professional visuals are paramount. Significant annual investments, like £5,000 to £15,000 annually, in professional photography and videography, including stunning drone footage and seasonal updates, are standard for successful, unique properties. Those properties with high-quality visual assets consistently achieve significantly higher booking conversion rates, 78% higher, compared to those relying on amateur photography. It really shows how much meticulous effort goes into presenting these truly unique experiences in the best possible light. #, booking strategies, and seasonal optimization.
Okay, so with all this incredible information and insight, let's bring it back to practical advice for you, our listener. What are the key booking strategies and seasonal optimizations you need to know to secure your dream unique stay and make it a reality?
Understanding seasonal patterns and market dynamics is paramount for success. As we mentioned, while castle accommodations tend to show remarkably consistent demand year-round, there's a slight preference for autumn, which accounts for about 34% of bookings. This is often due to the atmospheric weather, beautiful foliage, and comfortable temperatures. Additionally, the spring wedding season creates a secondary peak demand, particularly for those larger, grander castles suitable for celebrations.
And flexibility in your plans is absolutely key, isn't it? We keep coming back to that.
Essential. Flexible booking policies have become increasingly important to travelers. A large majority, 89% of unique accommodation guests now prefer refundable rates, even if it means paying a slight 15–25% premium.
Peace of mind is worth it.
Exactly. Properties that proactively offer flexible cancellation terms are seeing significantly higher occupancy rates, 67% higher, and receiving better guest reviews, largely because it dramatically reduces booking anxiety. Weather-dependent properties, such as bubble domes, have even adapted by offering alternative date options or partial refunds for unexpected cloud cover during stargazing-focused stays, demonstrating a real responsiveness to guest needs and the unique challenges of their offerings.
That's a fantastic example of the market truly adapting to its specialized niche. For those planning group trips, coordinating everyone can often be a headache, but it sounds like unique properties are making this process much smoother.
Yes, many successful unique properties, about 73% of them, are now utilizing dedicated group booking platforms.
What do those do exactly?
These systems are meticulously designed to handle the often complex logistics of group travel. Things like split payments among multiple individuals, managing individual preferences, like room choices or dietary needs, and facilitating seamless group communication far more effectively than standard booking platforms. For high-value bookings, payment scheduling typically involves an initial 25% deposit, followed by a larger 50% payment maybe 60 days before arrival, and the final balance due closer to the stay, perhaps 14 days prior.
So it's staggered.
Right. This structured approach reduces financial risk for both the property owner and the guests, while providing guests with manageable payment schedules for these potentially more expensive, truly bucket list accommodations. This, in turn, empowers you to plan complex group trips with greater ease and much greater confidence, turning what could be a logistical nightmare into a smooth, exciting process. #outro.
So after this extensive deep dive, what does this all mean for the future of travel? Our journey today has clearly shown us that the transformation of unique accommodation from a mere novelty to, well, a genuine necessity reflects profound and lasting changes in how we approach both travel and the experiences we seek.
It's truly more than just a fleeting trend. It represents, I believe, a permanent evolution of the market. In an era where digital saturation sometimes threatens genuine connection, choosing to stay in centuries-old castles, isolated lighthouses, or transparent bubble domes offers something increasingly precious: genuine, unreplicable experiences that engage all our senses. These properties provide literal islands of distinctiveness in a world that can, at times, feel increasingly homogenized. Ultimately, it speaks to our fundamental human need for wonder, for authentic connection, and for truly memorable experiences that resonate long after we've returned home.
As we look toward 2025 and far beyond, unique accommodation will undoubtedly become even more sophisticated, all while meticulously maintaining the authentic experiences that make them so incredibly compelling. The powerful intersection of sustainability, cutting-edge technology, and an unwavering commitment to authentic experience will continue to drive remarkable innovation in this space. We fully expect to see the continued emergence of entirely new categories.
Tree houses, caves, who knows what's next?
Exactly. And virtual reality previews becoming even more immersive and commonplace, AI-powered matching systems helping you pinpoint your absolutely perfect stay, and maybe those blockchain-secured bookings adding a new, unprecedented layer of trust and efficiency to the entire process.
For those willing to venture beyond the predictable confines of traditional accommodation, the rewards are indeed becoming increasingly extraordinary and profoundly personal. The future of travel accommodation isn't just unique, it is, without a doubt, truly transformational.
That leaves us with a truly provocative thought for you, our listener. With all these incredible possibilities unfolding, what unique, transformative experience will you seek for your next adventure? Thank you for joining the Urban Herald team on this deep dive. Keep exploring, stay curious, and we'll be back soon with more insights on what's shaping our urban and global landscape.